If you look at Stipe, you look at the competition that he's beaten, competition that he's faced, he's the best.
Stipe is the most successful UFC heavyweight champion of all time, the only guy to ever defend the title 4 times.
Stipe is what he is, the greatest heavyweight in UFC history.
Do you think that Stipe is truly the greatest heavyweight of all time?
For sure. You know, right now, I see him putting away everybody that opposes him.
The man that everyone is talking about right now, Francis Ngannou.
Francis Ngannou has the world record for the most powerful punch. His punch is the equivalent to 96 horsepower.
Oh! Ngannou knocks Arlovsky down! That is it! Oh! Down goes the ring! Francis Ngannou has arrived!
Francis Ngannou, incredible win tonight. Just to confirm, he is getting the title shot?
He is. He looked incredible tonight. Wow.
You gotta think how crazy it is that he went from being a guy who was homeless to 5 years later fighting for the heavyweight title.
Excited for him. You know, he's getting a shot, but as long as I'm here, no one's gonna be champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 50-44 for the winner by unanimous decision. And still,
You made history tonight, Stipe. You became the first man to defend the heavyweight title 3 times in the history of the sport.
Lewis and Ngannou called the worst fight in UFC history.
It was the worst heavyweight fight I've ever seen.
Francis is the one, if you're a fan of Francis Ngannou, which you should be worried about, because he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't have an identity right now. You got people coming out of the woodworks talking shit about you, but then the boss, the man who employs you, is starting to talk shit about you. And that's where it does not help.
Ego is what hurt Francis Ngannou.
UFC 226 is upon us for the title of the baddest man on the planet. History for the belt.
Never before has a UFC light heavyweight champion moved up to challenge the heavyweight champion.
Brock Lesnar decided to make an appearance. He wants this fight. Are you going to give it to him?
Yes, Brock Lesnar will get this fight.
Francis Ngannou versus Curtis Blades 2. And the big story going into that one would be, could Francis finally turn back the clock? Could he get back on track? Could he snap his losing streak? Well, guess what? He did it. He knocked him out in less than a minute.
It showed that Ngannou has really got it back together.
Oh, he got hurt. That's it. Ngannou closes the show. Oh my goodness gracious! Francis Ngannou has knocked out Cain Velasquez. Wow.
Francis Ngannou does it again.
I need some respect. I need some respect now. I deserve it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 20 seconds of the very first round.
It's hard to deny you any longer. I'm sure everyone's going to want to see you fight for the title next.
Let's see, fight on fight, out of my contract, and see how it goes.
Last night we reported over at ESPN that Brock has retired. The dream of him fighting Daniel Cormier anytime soon is dead, and they're moving in the direction of Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier.
Stipe Miocic is in white, Daniel Cormier in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
This is a great round for the former champion.
Best round so far for Stipe.
For sure. Look at that. Moving slick.
Yep. DC knows he's
Those are...
right hand up top. Cormier in trouble. DC in the world in trouble. He is down.
That's it.
Stipe
So Stipe versus Daniel 3 appears to be set. What's going to be different this time?
Both of these guys are super aggressive. They're both incredible athletes. They're two of the best ever. And Saturday you find out who's the best heavyweight of all time.
We're here. We've arrived. Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier 3, the trilogy fight for the heavyweight championship. The stakes are about as high as you can get.
The only guy to survive the fucking hurricane that is Francis Ngannou.
He had the one fight against Stipe, lost it obviously. Then he comes back against Derek Lewis, was a shell of himself. But then, ever since then, all he's doing is knocking people out in seconds, literally seconds, right? I think Francis versus Stipe is the fight to make.
Undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
The greatest UFC heavyweight champion of all time.
Francis the Predator Ngannou.
In the true essence of sport, it should be Stipe versus Ngannou.